Hi yo, that's me, and today I'm gonna be telling you one or two, I haven't decided yet, scary stories about my school and university life. Currently, I am not in a city, as you can see by the quality of the lights, of the video, of my location. There is some scary, dark, mystical nights somewhere in the Russia, somewhere so dark. It reminds me of this game called Tiny Bunny. If you know, you know. Yeah, so let's get straight to my little stories. First story happened to me when I was in my final grade, in my final class at school. In Russia, we have 11 years in school, so 11th year is the last year. And we also have this exam. It's called ЕГЭ, which means like the exam given to you by the government. What's the thing about this exam? When you pass this exam, you can in the future go to the university. If you don't pass it, there is no opportunity for you to study, to get a higher education in general. So basically everyone have to take it, even those who don't want to go to the university, because yeah, also your diploma from school with all your grades will be given you only if you pass this exam. And since the first grade, our teachers, everyone, teachers, parents, headmasters, were scaring us. In Russia, we have this special term, we call it babaika. Basically, babaika means some scary monster, some scary underbed kind of creature which scares you. And if you, for example, misbehave, your mother tell you, Atata, if you behave like this, I will call babaika or a scary man, or I will sell you to some scary man, and this is babaika. And this exam, ЕГЭ, was our babaika at the time. Since about 5th class, everyone was scaring us with this very crucial, very important exam. They were saying like, if you don't pass this exam, or if you cheat, which is worse, you won't get an opportunity to rewrite the exam. 1 second. It was my mom. So we had to choose 4 subjects on this exam. For example, literature, English language, French language, Italian, Spanish, physics, biology, and others. But mathematics and Russian was obligatory. So, sorry. Let's get straight to the day of the first exam. It was literature. We were all extremely stressed. It was like an extreme level of being overwhelmed. But actually, we were studying like all night. I was barely sleeping. I was studying like all night long, and I had like 2 or 4 hours of sleep. It depends, and it was really horrible. So it was my first exam. It was literature, and we passed each of these exams in different school. So we gathered with the group of students who also chosen literature, and together we walked to another school to pass the test there, because in Russia they make everything so much more difficult, so much more like stressful. The point of that is that we are passing a test on unknown territory, so we don't put some notes in advance, so there is no people who know us and who we know, and we could just walk away and chit chat with them. So yeah, we are on a known territory. We have like this check-in, it's called shmon, when you are getting through with this metal radar, so you don't have your phone It's aimed to check if you have some cheating devices like your phone, some notes, and yeah, and we were extremely stressed. Yeah, it was me and the 4 girls who were passing literature that day, and we were walking to another school. And as we were walking, we were just blah blah blahing, we were chit chatting just to feel less stressed. And I don't know how subsequently, as our talk passed by, we made our discussion to the point of the babaikas of exams because we were scared. And in Russia, many teachers, many students tell these scary stories about exams. We are already stressed and they tell us more to make us more stressed and therefore to make us prepare basically more. And yeah, one of these scary babaika stories was the story of examinators. Is the people who are watching you as you write an exam. In our case, these people are the staff from the school in which we pass the test, like the teachers, the headmasters, and other people. They just sit there and watch us so we don't cheat. And if we had to go to the bathroom, because exam lasts about 4 hours, yeah, and you could go to the bathroom but with the examinator. So there are multiple examinators, like 4, 6, 7, like 3 people. And the scary story we were told many times is it's like a myth, but never mind. And the story is that in some schools these examinators can be seen not only in the classroom, but they could also be found in the bathroom, and they could look as the students. And when you go to the bathroom, they could ask you like, hey, do you have like notes? Do you have your phone? I'm a student. I was just like you passing an exam and I came here and I don't know the answer. Maybe you have a phone. Maybe we could Google something. Let's do that. And after if you have something, you take your phone and you start like, what was your question? Okay, let's see. And this student turns out to be an examinator. I'm like, you will get out of this place. Because in Russia, when during this exam you are caught cheating, or with your phone, with other devices, with notes, you get kicked out. And this year and the next years, you won't have an opportunity to rewrite the test because you cheated, and it's basically illegal. I was also scared of these examinators / students, but I view them mostly as a myth. Well, the exam started, the half of it was passed, and I drank coffee and water in the morning, which means I have and go to the VC as fast as possible, or an accident will happen. Right. I raised my hand. I said, examinator, can I please go to the toilet? The woman written something on her paper. It was scary. And she almost like held my hand, like, Pойдем, come on. And we together walked to the toilet. I walk there, and what I see, where are you from? You are from America, you are from English-speaking countries like Europe. Your toilets are like this, like a whole door. You open a toilet, a bin, a bidet. You come in, you close the door, and you are completely covered. You flush, you open the door, ta-da! In that toilet in Russia, what I saw, it reminded me the place where the horses live. Like, you know, they have these little doors which opens like in saloon somewhere in like cowboy place, like ta-dum, 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 ta-dum. And these two doors were not like completely tall and covering. It's a toilet place, I remind you once again. So the toilet is there, and these little doors, like I'm standing right now, or I'm sitting right now, and it covers me like this. I'm not the tallest person ever, but if I enter this particular toilet and I will sit there, I will be seen like this. You know? And if there are multiple people in a toilet, it would be insane. But luckily for me, I was alone there for some time. But then, hear me out. I did my things. I went off this little saloon. And who I see as I step out this saloon door? I see this girl near the entrance to the bathroom. She was there like this anxious. She was like, to ask or not to ask her, to ask or not to ask her, but eventually she decided to come up to me, and I was like at this time like, what does she want from me? Like, okay, never mind. And she was like, hey, I'm sorry, I don't know, do you remember this like particular part of the poem of Nekrasov? It's like Russian poet, wherever. And this time I was like, it's an examinator. She tries to test me if I will help you. And then she asked about this like part of some poem. And then she was like, maybe you have a note so I could see it. So I don't remember. And I was like, babe, what do you mean? I was so scared. And I was like, I know nothing. And I ran away. How scared I was. How scared I was. Oh, I tell you now this, and my heartbeat is risen. It was a traumatic experience. Another scary story also happens to be a toilet story. I don't know why all my scary stories today will be about toilets, a school toilet, but wherever. It was the 9th grade, so I have 2 years more to study in the school. And me and my bestie at the time were like vaping. Yeah, I know it's bad. It's very bad for your health. Don't do that. If you do it now, quit. I say it, quit. It's worse than 6 because it does some even worse things to your health. So don't do it. I judge it. But despite that, at the time, in the 10th grade, I was doing it with my bestie and with some other kids at school. It was a normal day. My mom was at the time working in the school. She wasn't a teacher, but she was like a staff member, wherever. And many teachers were talking to her. It's just like a context, that's all. And me and my bestie, after the most stressful day in school, we had the geography class. And our geography teacher is the USSR in flesh. It's the reincarnation of Joseph Stalin. It's like a Soviet dictator, if you don't know. And he has like this mustache, and he is often like drawing with like a cigarette, and it's like showed him. And this woman, I tell you, she was acting like Stalin all the time. Because, I promise you, she had something like mustache. It wasn't mustache, but it was like the shadow. Because in her class, it was all the time darkness. I don't know how. Maybe it's just like the evil atmosphere going on there. Because The air was, I don't know, the air was stressful in that class. And we were sitting there like, oh my gosh, what will happen next? I'm telling you, she had the voice of some dictator, of Joseph Stalin. When she was speaking, she was like, Maria, Stala. And she never told us in advance about the test. So directly on the lesson, we will get to know, do we have a test today? We don't even have the time to prepare. I swear to you, it was so scary. And it was this class finished. My heart was... I heard her voice in my head in like an echo. Maria, отвечай, Maria, отвечай. And I held my bestie's hand and said, let's go get off this stress. And we went to the toilet. The classroom of this geography teacher was on the second floor, the floor of the primary students, of primary school. I know it's very bad to do it in their toilet, but we were so stressed. We were like, let's go and do it as fast as possible. And we went to that toilet. It was like it was like 14. I don't know English time. It was 14:00. And we were puffing. We were relaxing. We were chilling there. And I felt something in my chest. It was like, go. You have to go now. You're done. You did everything. Go now. But I was like, no. My intuition, no. I want to finish it. The second, I swear to you, the second after that, I heard this. Выходите немедленно! Which was like, open the door. We know what you are doing. And it was like, oh no. Oh freaking no. And the worst thing was that I left my notebook with my name written on it and with my class written on it. Yeah. And these were some teachers of primary school, and they said, girls, 9th grade. Oh, insane. This is insane. What's your class teacher's name? We told, and luckily she wasn't in the school at that time. She left. She usually is in school until like 15:00, but that day she left earlier, and it was a blessing. And my mom worked in that school. And I was so scared because I thought they might go to my mom because we have like the same surname and they could understand that I am her daughter. But fortunately it didn't happen. Yeah. But in prevention measures, the next day I faked my illness, I faked my cold, and I stayed at home. Guys, please, if you vape, please quit. It's so bad for you. It's better to read a book, it's better to draw, it's better to have hobbies. It's better to chit-chat with normal people, it's better to film a video. So please. Yeah, and it was the stories of today, the scary stories. If you have some themes to offer for me, so I could speak in my videos, for example, tell me about your love stories, tell about the cringe situations on a date, and I will do it. Bye! By the way, if you are ready to support me, please go to my YouTube shorts. I don't know why my videos are getting offered to some iPad kids and they are bullying me. Love you.